one of the finest U.S. ladies skaters of all time, Michelle Kwan.
Ricordi la fase del look da
Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. Welcome to all. Hi, hi. How are you? So today, as you have seen from, and you can see also from the screen, this is an official moment for the Climate Social Forum because we are gonna launch a campaign that is dealing with something that is related to the Olympics. You know, I'm from Milan, Okay. And as you know, in this period, there are like a lot of movements for the Winter Olympics. And of course, with the Climate Social Forum team, we could not miss this momentum. And we want to propose something Olympics as well. And for that, we really thank our guest and promoter of the campaign today, that is Nora. Hi, Nora. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Fine, fine, thanks. And now I'll give the floor to her to share a little bit about this idea that you want to propose to you about Trash Olympics. I will not say more, and I will give the floor to Nora, thanking everyone for the attention. Nora, the floor to you.
Okay, thank you so much. And hello, everyone. And thank you, all of you, for being here. And, I know everybody's efforts are important, but I know that some people are from different time zones, totally different. It's very late for some people. I'm not discounting the ones who are like, I don't know, 5 or 6 p.m. or 7, I don't know. So thank you all. And I will. Tell you a few things about the Trash Olympics. Some of you already heard about the concept, and you know that currently this doesn't exist yet. So this campaign is meant not only to raise awareness and to eventually have us have trash pickup as an Olympic sport in 2028 or in 2032, but also to make cleanups popular all year around. Because in the end, if trash cleanups would be just an event every 4 years, nothing would change in the world. And what we need right now is upgrade in the way we look at trash and in the way we look at what we can do about it. And The thing is that right now there are cleanups happening in the world. However, people feel disconnected. We talk about the cleanup movement, but there is not really a real movement. People don't feel the synchronization, and when people feel alone, then that's when the momentum fades, and that's when the movement doesn't really exist. And actually, I remember I read about or I heard about quantum physics. I don't know much about it, but I heard, you probably all heard this thing, that it's called the observer effect. When particles are seen, they are observed, they act in a different manner. And I didn't actually understand it that well until I kind of understood that that's what I'm thinking about when it comes to people feeling togetherness when they do cleanups wherever they are. I think that if they realize they are not alone, they act in a different way, and they gain momentum. Whatever they do coagulates into a movement. And How do we do this? How do we do this? So basically, actually, let me share screen. One second, I will share screen. Let's see, how do I do this? Share screen. One second, screen. I'm sorry. Uh,
In the meanwhile, that Nora is
yes,
finding is like basically the green button into the dashboard.
yes,
So we want to present today this result of we can say nice encounter that we had with Nora during the last edition of the Climate Social Forum. Nora has been invited as a speaker to the Climate Social Forum and presented this great idea. And we decided together in a way to find possibility on how to, we can say, amplify this movement. Okay, so now Nora will share the screen and will explain a little bit about the campaign. Please, Nora, floor to you back.
Yes, yes, thank you so much. So basically, you said that I think you said that yeah, I was a speaker and I was everybody was impressed. And just so you know, today I am a speaker and everybody will not be impressed because I just had like all together like a breakdown, a burnout, everything. So yeah, so you are not getting the best side of me. However, you should. So I do have a little bit of an imposter syndrome. However, you should not associate this with myself because this is really about cleanups in general. I'm just one of the messengers and I'm having a bad day. Yes, it is true. And I mean, it's actually much better now that all of us are here in the same time. So basically, yes, I have here, I think you do see the screen, right? Yes. So, yeah, you can also talk if you want. I don't mind if you say yes, because I feel much better if I hear voices. Yes. So how do we play the Trash Olympics, right? Game. So first of all, the most simple way, the most quick way is just to sign a petition, to click and sign a petition, and hopefully, the more people sign and share, the more fast. Another way to engage people is ideal for school children to play a game. Level 3 on this in this box is to play a game with students. There are no wrong answer, just to ask them questions. What should be the rules of this game of the Trash Olympics? And then the most important, I mean, they're all important, but the one which actually pertains to cleanups is do a cleanup, and for us to change the way we look at these cleanups. Okay, so on this website here, you can find ideas about how to invite other people who normally don't do cleanups, and then a very important thing about this is to actually use certain hashtags, and these are the hashtags that actually help us not to feel alone. um, One, of course, it's a trash Olympics hashtag, and one is the daily trash mob hashtag. And probably most of us, it took me a while until I heard about flash mobs, but probably you all heard. Some people who are not from USA didn't, cause I didn't until I came here. Flash mobs. What are flash mobs? Let's see. Anybody doesn't know what are flash mobs? Everybody
Yeah, yeah,
knows.
yeah. I was part
Everybody
of
knows.
it. Yeah.
Oh wow, amazing. So maybe you want to be part of the trash mob of the trash mob. Okay. So trash mobs. Okay. So these are the ones that happen in a mall or on a street and everybody dances or sings. And I was thinking, how about daily trash mobs when people do a cleanup as they usually do, and they are, I don't know, in a country like whatever countries, they are alone, they feel depressed, and they said, oh, nobody does it, nobody does cleanups, why am I even doing this? And that's how the momentum goes down. However, if people use daily trash mob hashtags, which here it's on the screen, you see the formula: trash mob
Mm-hmm.
year, month and day, right? So let's say today it's February 22nd. So if I do a cleanup today, I put on internet trash mob 2026, February 22, and I'm depressed today like I am. Tomorrow I wake up and I go and I check on Instagram or whatever social media, and I see that actually there were like 2,000 people who did a trash cleanup yesterday, and I feel much better. So basically, um Felix is here on the call, and I remember when I spoke to him a while ago, and he was saying that it's a lot of snow, and he has to go and shovel the snow. And of course, nobody is happy when they shovel snow unless that's their job and they get paid for it. And that's how I actually thought. Well, in the same time, there are hundreds of thousands of people who shovel snow. They are all by themselves, and they feel defeated and depressed. If they would go and put a hashtag snow today, they would feel a little bit more better. So basically, that's what these hashtags do. They make people feel a little bit more happy and more prone to keep doing it. Okay. So this is one way to that's the main way basically how to play the trash mob game, to do cleanups and to use the daily hashtag, to play in classroom games with students, to sign the petition. And then there are different versions when people do cleanups. I put here ways to make cleanups popular. Birthday cleanups. So basically, we all have a birthday, but even more than that, we actually have 12 monthly birthdays. So every month we can organize a cleanup and invite people. We don't have to do it every month, but we can do it 12 times, I mean, a few times a year. Say, hey, it's my monthly birthday. It's my monthly birthday, and invite people to your monthly birthday cleanups. They will be prone to show up just because of the keyword birthday. And that's when we can extend the invitation, tell our guests, hey, how about your monthly birthday, and we can become a kind of a party organizer for cleanups and stick with a few people, remind them and make sure they do their own birthday cleanup. Okay. And other options to do cleanups, for example, I put here, if you took an airplane to go, even if it's economic class, to go visit somebody, go on vacation. If you took an airplane to run a marathon, you took an airplane to, even if you, like I said, rode a car, it's always a good payback time, if I may say so, towards Earth, to just do a cleanup. So that's a good occasion. You can even do a cleanup at your vacation destination, right? You walk and you stroll and you do a cleanup. For example, I have a friend who was waiting for his children to play soccer, and he was just going around the soccer field and doing cleanup by himself. He inspired his children that way, so we all inspire each other doing cleanups all the time. The idea is not to wait for a group, not to wait for a cleanup group. You are the group. So here on this website, as well on the Climate Social Forum website, there are different suggestions about how to actually be the group, do our own thing, do cleanups. And always when we do these cleanups, use the two hashtags, Trash Olympics and the daily Trash Mob hashtag. Um, Here actually, it's mentioned from Trash to Treasure because Domenico suggested, and he is right. And he will talk about this, about us doing cleanups next to bodies of water. There is a way to help map the coastal area and establish a correlation between a human interaction, human presence, and litter next to waters. Um, Now, why I thought to do this around this time of the month of the year, because actually in I mean every day it's important, every day it's Earth Day, and every day it's important. However, we always pay attention to certain dates, and on April 6th, it is observed International Day of Sport for Peace and Development. And exactly that's what trash cleanups as a recognized sport represents, because for peace, what we have in common matters more, and that's Earth. And development, when we pay attention at trash and look at it with different eyes, we will actually look for solutions. More people will be inspired to adopt greener lifestyles. Some people will invent something. Some people, so everybody will be inspired to do certain things. Maybe to start a petition. So I thought to you know introduce a little bit, talk about Trash Olympics as a game today. And despite the fact that I suck, and I'm sorry, I know this is not a good presentation, but again, ignore me, ignore the Nora. This is not about me anymore. This is about everybody else. It's about all being, um, I guess, speakers for the planet and promoters of the planet. So I thought that we could actually feature in a month from now, close to April 6th, around that time, feature more people who actually play the Trash Olympics game, students from all over the world, because this is very inspirational for them, basically. And here, it should be a form on the website. There is a form on the website. I actually put in the chat. I will put it again. It's a Google form doc where you can fill in. You can fill in, and we can keep in touch in order to see if you are connected with groups of people of any age, but especially students. We can talk about ways for them to be featured at a next event in early April. Yes. Yes. So I don't know. I will look for the form. Actually, I think I put it already. I did put it in the chat. Yeah. And what else? Yes. So basically, why it's important for and another thing is that also through this form, and soon we're gonna do a Discord group where people can actually send their suggestions. Teachers, students, everybody's opinion is welcome. Um, so we actually create rules and so forth. And mm, yeah, yeah.
Great
Thank
job,
you.
Nora. This is amazing. I'm
It's
sorry I'm not
not,
on camera.
I'm sorry, it's not great job at all.
No,
I'm
it's
sorry.
fantastic.
No, no, it's
It is
great.
not.
You,
It is not. But thank you. There are so many
and
things to say,
your
and I
timing is great too. And I was just thinking about Lisa Liu, who just won the skating, and she just is such a bright light. And I was thinking of you maybe even reaching out to some of the actual Olympians like her. It's just an idea, um, to align with this. Just a thought, but this is fantastic.
thank you. Thank you. Actually, yes, I had here some. Let me do something actually now that I share screen. Let me see here. Oh, here you go. What is it? Flyers, okay? Because I have so many things to say, but oh, not this one, not this one. Inbox. Um, okay, this one. Okay, so let me see. How do I open this? Oh, okay. Can you see here? Oh, how do I do this? Okay, so can you see these two flyers, right?
Hmm.
Okay. Do you see the difference in between them? Do you see differences? We play a
A
game.
little
It's all
bit.
about games. What differences do you see?
I see the word compete in the top and together below.
Yes, you're cheating. It's fine. I'm just kidding.
I'm
Maybe you know
not
more.
cheating. I just
No,
know
you're good,
that.
actually. No, you're not cheating. I'm just kidding. Yes, that's a good one. Compete and race together. And other differences?
The planet.
Okay, yes, you're right.
Yeah,
The
there is
planet.
no, yeah. On the
No
first one,
what?
there is a first, second, third place. There is no the places ranking,
Yes,
but
you're
we
right.
are fighting for the planet, as you said.
Yes, you're right. Oh, cool.
And
So I'm not.
and one has the Earth and the other one has 2, 1, 3.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, exactly. So, yeah, so that's one of the things. I'm not throwing shade on Domenico because I know he was in a hurry, like everybody's burned out and tired and whatever. But when he did the first flyer, he put there compete, and I was always like, no, this is not a competition. This is a sport. This is different than everything that has been done before. This is a new type of sport. It's not a competition. We race together, and everybody wins, and that's why I actually we covered the podium with the planet because there's no podium. Everybody wins and we race together. And maybe here I should say that it's important to have us as systems thinkers to basically revolutionize. So that's why everybody's invited to send ideas. About rules, who wins, we all know everybody wins, and Yeah, so this is different. This is different than all the other sports that exist so far. And somebody pointed to me that there is actually a World Cup pickup, a World Cup trash pickup in Japan for the past 2 years. And I found out as well recently. I didn't know. However, so I think it's great what they do, but they don't disrupt anything. I mean, they did a great thing. Obviously, they hate trash. However, people compete. One team wins. They fly airplanes together and so forth. And the Trash Olympics is totally different. It's not like that. That's why children are invited to have conversations in class to talk about the rules. What do they think? How does this work? How it should work?
So
Yeah.
Nora, I have a question.
Yes, please.
I'm curious as to whether you've thought of approaching the Olympic Committee for sponsorship. My thing that I'm putting that as a positive question. The question that got me to that was, would there be copyright issues in terms of using the Olympic rings and
I
the
was gonna
word
ask that.
Olympics?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, the Olympic rings. I didn't think about the Olympic rings. You're right. This was just a flyer for now. Okay, we don't have to use it again. But I put actually a disclaimer, or I said that it's not associated, just inspired by the spirit of collective.
Mm-hmm.
But thank
I
you
think you
for
could use like a torch or something similar to give the idea of it without using the actual
You're so right.
logo
You know
of the
what?
rings.
We can even use green and green and blue rings because it's the
Yeah,
color of
Yeah, I was
exactly.
just gonna say
Or you
green
can
rings.
use,
Yeah.
or you can use
yeah.
5 rings,
Yeah,
but
change
actually
the
instead of
color of the
rings,
rings
Yeah.
Yes.
and
Yes.
maybe add 2 more rings, right? So
You're right.
whatever.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I mean, I being like a girl, well, make a heart made of rings. But again, guys
Mhm.
can do that too. I'm just saying, we can make a heart, a heart made of rings.
That's not
Exactly,
girl,
I
that's
love that.
human.
or Nora, you
I
can
know.
make
I'm just
instead
kidding.
of the,
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Yeah.
or
Yeah.
or
I know
instead of the
humans.
rings.
Men have hearts too. I'm just
Yeah, the 7 bioregions. I love that.
yeah.
Denise
Or
was
you
gonna
So
might
say something.
put instead of the
Wait,
rings,
can
you
you let
might
Denise?
put yeah, you might put instead of the rings actually like recycling these rings. So the recycling 5 of those. You
Mm.
know, you have
Mm-hmm.
this recycling loop like you have there on the bottom, and just 5 of these without anything saying it would say enough. It looks like Olympics, but it's not Olympics. But actually, and it says in the same time it's about recycling and trash.
thank you. Yes, we should keep that in mind and try to redo it. And I don't want to like, I know it's late. I don't know. I'm not supposed to take so much of the time, but I'm gonna share here in the chat. I'm gonna share a website, the Trash Olympics website. You're gonna see on the homepage that one of the dreams is to. So basically, there's a thing with the Trash Olympics game. I like it because it's very low cost. It does we don't you only need an internet connection on your phone. If you don't have that, it's okay. Just pick up trash or play the game. So it's very low cost. It's a one size fits all, most of us on Earth. And then a dream in the future is actually to be able to finance somehow people who pick up trash in underserved population wherever they are in North America or on any other continent, ideally to have this possibility, through a nonprofit, form a new nonprofit or anything like that, just to be able to help people. And that's what you can see on that website. So I'm going to share this website in the chat, and there you can see all kinds of suggestions about playing this game with students or any other kind of age groups. And I'm also going to share the website, the Climate Social Forum website. There are some words about Trash Olympics there as well. And you can always email me. I usually have a lot of words, just my brain is over the place, not an excuse. But again, you know what? Earth, it's a mess, so I guess it goes with the theme. I am a mess too today. I shouldn't be, but I am. And I'm sorry for not giving the best presentation at all, knowing that it's late. So I will share these two links, and I guess I will give the floor to Domenico. And if you have any questions, do you remember questions before this is over, please, let me know.
So I just looked up on AI, and
Yes.
Olympics is actually one of the most trademark challenged words. Like, but how about Trash
Yeah,
Olympians?
exactly.
Trash Olympians. Okay, no, thank you so much. Yes, I love it. Okay, Trash Olympians. So we have to change everything?
I don't know. Like right now, I think these are important things to think about before we go any broader in
Yeah.
terms of activities. But right.
You're right. Okay,
So
cool. Something to think
and
about.
so I think it's something to consider. And
Thank you, thank you. But
yeah.
how about if we actually, one of the objective is actually to make a little bit of noise, so this becomes an Olympic sport for real. That's a target. So I don't want it for me, you know. It's not like it's
Yeah.
mine. I want it for them to take it, basically. Yeah.
So
Um,
the other thing, sorry, Heidi,
yeah, go ahead.
Eliza.
Yeah, go ahead.
So the first thing I thought of when I saw the rings, I was like, oh, maybe you had permission. So I agree with using something else, but also the Olympics is really identified as a competition.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm.
You know how people sometimes don't read things, that kind of see symbols and they oh, okay, that's what I mean, they're supposed to read what it is, but I'm just saying. So I know the
Yeah.
concept that you're trying to get at is to go out and do something. Um, so I just thought that I identify when I watch the Olympics that it's a competition. Who's the best?
Yeah,
It's
can I say
true.
something on this?
Yeah.
That's true, but I think that that's also the successful thing potentially of the campaign, because sometimes even imagining youths, okay, youths not in a bad way, but a little bit they are competitive because they
Yeah.
want
I'm
to.
competitive too, so
Yeah, so come on. So I understand to do not be, we can say, toxically competitive.
right.
That's the thing. But a little bit, I mean, it's helping to push and raise the bar. So
So
I think that Nora first of all, I want to really thank Nora for the amazing presentation that she did, and also for the passion and the creativity that
Yeah.
she put in this campaign. And really, as Climate Social Forum, we are very pleased just to give the space for this kind of initiative. As we always know,
absolutely. Mhm.
Climate Forum wants to be this open agora, you know, like the Greek agora, where the people can talk, can interact, and so on. But really, Nora is like a volcano of ideas and so on and so forth. And so, thank you very much for her, and congratulations, Nora. Don't discredit yourself, because you're doing great. So there is no reason.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's I think was the spirit. But yeah, somebody was saying also, I think uh Elisa was saying, you were saying something, Elizabeth.
Yeah, the word games is um not trademark protected or challenge, or but yeah, I guess the whole family of words, including Olympian, is trademark protected
But
by
how
the
about
Olympics.
if they okay, come and get me? I'm just saying, and then they say, okay, let's make a deal. Make the Trash Olympics happen. It's yours. How about
Well,
that?
they have the Paralympics. I would say it would be worth an attempt to, yeah, it'd be worth asking them and
That's
giving them a
cute.
pitch.
To be like a little mouse trying to make the cat angry,
Yeah,
like, hey, come get me,
absolutely.
come get me, come get me. You take it.
That's
It's
a
yours.
great
Take it.
that's a great story. But on the
Yeah.
other hand, yeah, I mean, if you want to take that challenge and make some noise, there's incredible press that could come from that.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you.
yeah, but we could also, just go for it. And if they come back at you, say, well, actually, how about you sponsor us?
How about it's yours? Wow. Okay, cool. So I'm very sorry. Thank you so much. These are great suggestions. And what I want to say, I guess, and I'm sorry, I had the burnout and the breakdown and the everything today. Again, I'm very sorry. Okay. But what is the take-home message is one of them is, how about if you have access to even yourself as one person? Obviously, it's equally valuable. But if you have access to students or anything, have them. Be proud to basically launch a new challenge because there are so many challenges out there. I just read an article last week that a teen was stuck. There was a 9-hour fireman operation to save him on one of the New York bridges. He got stuck in a big tube like an idiot basically because he did a social media challenge. He could have died. He didn't die, thank God. But others die almost every day. I think many kids die in this world, unfortunately, all ages because of stupid challenges that go online. So this is a good challenge and it's a good eco challenge to try to bring to life this daily trash mob hashtag. So I think
Mm,
that's the take home message. Excuse my burnout breakdown. Maybe this one. Let's try to, you know, have that.
I
And
love the name Trash Mobs, actually.
yeah, and it's daily. It's daily. It's daily. Yeah, today is 2/22. So that I will just share the links to these websites and please reach out, talk to
Yeah.
me. I usually have many more things to say, but I think it's enough for now because it's late. Yes, do you want to ask a question? Me? Yeah.
And we love you, Nora, and we're here to support you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate, I appreciate a lot, especially today. So yeah. We are all like the particles. Now that
Yeah.
I feel you are the particles who are actually here with me, I feel better. Thank you.
Yay.
Yeah.
There
Especially
are
in
more.
burnout. We need,
Yeah. And
especially in
breakdown.
burnout.
It's BB. It's
You're
BB, burnout breakdown. Yes.
you're Schrodinger's cat.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so if there are questions for Nora,
Me.
Yes.
yeah.
Today being the 22nd, and 1 month from now being World Water Day, and 2 months from now being Earth Day,
Wow.
is there something that we could do as like a call to action in our circles, like trash mob or something of the
Yes.
sort
Wow.
that we can plant a seed for?
Thank you for the question. That's amazing. That's exactly why I was thinking this day is like I spit out, and unfortunately, it's like less, not a volcano, unfortunately, like Domenico said. So, this is the day when I was like, okay, here you go. This is it. Now, let's move the spotlight. I'm obsessed with inspiring each other, but especially inspiring youth and any age again, but they need inspiration, okay? They need inspiration so they don't do stupid challenges and die, okay? So how about inspiring youth and trying to do, we will do a next event and to spotlight them, to spotlight testimonials from students or ideas. So yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. If we can do that, we can organize a next event where the spotlight will be on them so they can
I
change the
think.
world
Mhm.
and
Go
be
ahead, Jill.
inspired
Mhm.
and create a good memory together. Yeah.
Great, great. So thank you very much, Nora. I don't know if there are like other question for Nora. In the middle, today is also another important moment. I will anticipate, but I will show before going ahead. I will show a brief video because Nora addressed a very important problem. That is the one of trash. Just to give you the extent of how much trash we are putting into the sea, I want to show a video about that. I don't know if you ever heard about the Great Pacific garbage patch, and that's giving us the extent on why we have to commit. But I was
Mhm.
saying today is also an important thing, an important moment because we Climate Social Forum we try to experiment. Okay, we propose ideas, we propose campaign and so on, but we are, as I said, a virtual agora, a virtual space where people join. You see now, we are from different parts of the world and so on. And this idea is really powerful because Climate Social Forum was born during COVID, where nobody was moving and so on, but we gather. And so we reflected, we also make our brainstorming and so on and so forth, and we say, hey, let's bring that to a new level. So you for sure have heard about the so-called multiverse and the metaverse and so on and so forth. And today we also take the chance to launch a series of initiative that will engage the multiverse. I shared into the chat a little bit of instruction on how to be with us into this really, we can say, experiment, or say first touch with the multiverse. We are like the pioneers that are going into there. So in the meanwhile that I show the video, please do the instruction. Then I will give the floor to Moran, that will explain and we can say acknowledge a little bit more about this universe that we are gonna colonize. Okay, and then let's see, because it will be, as I said, a nice experience, a very innovative and wonderful experience for the Climate Social Forum. That will be just the first one. Come on, no worries. So I will now share, as I said, the video. In the video, during the video, do the things, download the app that is there, and let's go. So.
Plastic pollution is one of the biggest threats the oceans face today. But how much do we really know about it? On its mission to solve this problem, the Ocean Cleanup just published the most advanced research ever on the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, the largest accumulation zone of ocean plastic on the planet. Scientists have been studying this area since the 1970s, mostly by dragging a small sampling net through the ocean. The Ocean's Cleanup's researchers believe this method was valid only for small debris and covered too small an area
I
to
don't know
rely
what to
on
do.
major
He is
larger
just
debris.
really low
So, in the
energy.
summer of 2015, the Ocean Cleanup launched the Mega Expedition, crossing the patch with 30 boats simultaneously. In addition to using many small nets, 2 giant trawls were towed behind the fleet's mothership. In total, they brought back 1.2 million plastic samples. All were hand-counted, identified, and classified by type and size. A monumental task, taking a team of lab technicians 2 years to complete. However, the largest debris appeared less frequent and more scattered. Quantifying the debris required an area 20 times larger than the Mega Expedition to be covered, something only possible from the sky. The Ocean Cleanup ran the first ever aerial surveys of a garbage patch by converting a former military aircraft into a high-tech research platform. Cutting-edge sensors allowed them to reconstruct the 3D shapes of large debris to calculate their mass. The results of all this work? The Great Pacific Garbage Patch measures 1.6 million square kilometers. That is 3 times the size of France. The patch contains 1.8 trillion pieces of plastic, which equals 250 pieces for every human in the world. The total mass amounts to 80,000 tons, 4 to 16 times more than previous estimates. 92% of this mass is made up of the larger objects, all of which are destined to fragment into dangerous microplastics over the next few decades, if left under the effect of sun and waves. And because the findings show that pollution in the patch is increasing exponentially, the plastic is unlikely to go away by itself. These results paint a new picture of the problem and provide a baseline for the cleanup of the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, set to start in 2018.
And so this was like the mess that we are producing. Just I will describe like that. And just before going to before Moran, I want also to say a few words about the campaign that also Nora mentioned. That is a campaign that wants to monitor the trash. It's important to collect the trash, but we cannot measure what we cannot. We cannot manage what we cannot measure. And the campaign from Trash2Treasure, by which we are making a sort of joint venture with the Trash Olympics, will be properly related to this. Like, it's a citizen science campaign run by the Metabolism of Cities Living Lab, where we are also mapping the different litters that we ask the community to collect through beach litter, for example. We have like a defined way to collect data and so on. And all these hotspots here that you can see are points where we find trash. Of course, the idea is to like contribute to the global mapping. Now there are different tools to map the trash and so on, satellite data and so on and so forth, but data are not enough. And maybe the only way is to get help from the citizens. But we will tell more. We will send more after this launch, also related to the Trash Olympics. Now I'll give the floor to Moran to say a few words about the multiverse. Maybe Moran, I'll give the floor to you and tell me if you need the share screens and so on and so forth. For now, I'll stop. Floor to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well done, Nora, Trash Olympics, and everyone who's here. Domenico, I sent you some messages if you can check them, and yes, give me screen share options. Basically, at this point, what we're talking about is how to use technology to connect between us and technology for good. And since we are a global community and this global cleanup is part of the solution, then one way that we can connect with one another for good using technology is not only Zooms, which we've, since the pandemic, perhaps become more comfortable using, but also frameworks and technologies that exist already in other places. And one of the frameworks we are talking about is the United Nations. And it's not about what we think of the United Nations, about the framework of being able to connect between almost 200 different countries around the world. And at the moment, we have an opportunity to use a virtual UN space, allowing us to connect between people from around the world and use it for good. And so the Trash Olympics is one example of how we could use the virtual world in order to connect people worldwide. And during these Trash Olympics, one of the thoughts we had was to use virtual immersive technology. We happen to have a relationship with the branch of the UN that has that takes care of not only peace, which is what the UN was originally founded for, but for the climate crisis. And since the climate crisis is a complex systems challenge, it's a complex system of solutions that we need to match the challenges, one of which is the trash in the world. And so what Domenico has put there is one of the two platforms that we have right now that exist, Multiverse, which is an immersive interactive reality platform that we can all go in and meet one another, exchange actions, ideas, knowledge, activities, events, etc., that we're doing around the world. And at the moment, we have cooperation with the what's called COP30 presidency, which is the delegation of the recent UN for Climate conference that took place in Brazil, that was placed in the Amazon rainforest in order to raise awareness for the most critical point of our crisis in the world, which is our hydraulic cycle, the water cycle. And the Amazon rainforest is on the brinks of collapse. We still have a chance to prevent it. And by preventing it, we're protecting our world's water, which gives us food, clean air, and keeps millions and billions of species of life on Earth. There are some more experts here on the call who can speak to that. And so again, using and utilizing technology for good and using it to connect us all, we invite anyone who's watching to download it, to start integrating it into our lives, to start presenting our projects and initiatives and ecosystems and communities, to use this as an engagement tool, and a place that we can meet virtually, and even recreate experiential environments that can be absolutely sculpted to reach certain goals. So if it's having a virtual COP we had, or a virtual Earth, so we can do these trash Olympics, then we can use it as well for other projects. And at the moment, with the access we have, we can go into the multiverse and present our own projects in a variation of ways. They have, multiverse has a maloca. Maloca is basically the name in the indigenous communities for the main hut, the community hut, sort of like the place where the community meets, almost like the, what would you call it in your town? The municipality in modern times. And so, or like community center. Doma, if I can quickly share screen, I can show what it looks like once you go inside. And we'll do it real quick today and do follow-up for anyone who's interested, and in future events. We have the Maloca, which is currently free for us to access and put our own content on it, as long as we're vouched and vetted by colleagues and allies. And those screens that you see there are screens where we can actually display our different projects. We can talk to each other, we can chat, and we eventually will have video and audio accessibility, almost to, if need be, either have it simply integrated in one place rather than Zoom separately, or Google Chat separately. But then we'll have sovereignty and be able to have these kind of virtual worlds that reflect the real worlds. And then for those who don't necessarily fully understand it, connect to it, or even sometimes agree with it, we can practice how, using these virtual tools to connect virtually, we end up meeting in person. So how can we use the technology to get us more connected, reconnected to one another, to ourselves, to the outdoors, and use the technology to get us outside breathing fresh air and cleaning up and saving or helping other species on Earth. And another iteration of it that we have, I can put the link in the chat here, which is an online gallery that, as we speak, even if we're not in there, we can have our own projects presented there, and then be able to host events like this one and others, and invite people to participate and be able to access close to 200 different countries with this technology and the relationship that we have with the COP30 presidency. I will just say that we have this access until November, so there's a 9-month countdown. It's already a bit less now, and anyone who's interested can talk to us, and we can hopefully work together, set it up, and shine a spotlight on all the good people doing good work in their own ways around the world. And that's, with 5 minutes to go, I think enough said for the moment.
Thank you, Moran, and thank you for this great opportunity that you're giving to the whole community of, we can say, change makers, or in a way, people that want to do something for the current problems that we are facing. And in Climate Social Forum, we're facing the climate and social crisis. And thank you for showing and sharing to us this opportunity. Let's maybe interact. I don't know if there are some questions to Moran. As I said, as also Moran said, this is the one of the first time that we touch base this universe, we can say, but there will be other events that we organize also fully there. So we want to give today really a little spot on what can be, but we are gonna also to make other events more consistently into the space into the next time. So Joan, I saw that you raised a hand. Please, the floor is yours.
Sorry. Hi, everyone. I have a question. The Maloka, is that how you pronounce it? Maloka? Yeah. Metaverse, is that for caring for the future? Is that their space, or is it a communal space for others? Like, I wasn't sure if it was global or just for our group.
No, this is, even this call right now is absolutely public. It's not a closed event as we speak. That space is absolutely not ours. It is owned by the United Nations.
Okay. So,
And they are making it accessible to us as public civil society.
oh,
to
I see.
utilize
Oh,
it.
okay.
Okay.
I thought you were presenting on behalf of your group. That's all. So,
I'm
okay.
presenting on behalf of COP30,
Okay. I got it. Got
the
it.
presidency. Okay. Thank you.
Other
Anyone else?
questions? Also,
You can all be going in there as we speak and try it, but we do have only 3 minutes, so it's a great opportunity to meet again and play with it in the meantime and get ready to meet there.
Moran, you also mentioned there are some tutorials. Maybe we can circulate into our community and so on and so forth. So for the next time that we are gonna organize some events, we are already a little bit more familiar. Also with the app and so on and so forth. I invite you really to download the app, go into,
Yes.
try to play around, get confidence and so on and so forth. Because then we can really get more fun also when you're there.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. Yeah, and this week we are going to have some trainings. And then anyone who's interested can send your email and also get on Telegram. And I will send my account name so you can reach out in the meantime. This is very time sensitive, so the sooner the better. I know we are all overwhelmed with everything that's going on in the world and technology and too many platforms, but yeah.
Okay. So really great job also, Moran, and this opportunity is really fantastic to also join. We can say the next generation of UN. We can say, try to spoil something. No, not true. But for sure, it's interesting, and I can say that as we did with Climate Social Forum, thanks to the COVID pressure, we understood that for making some connection, sometime we can exploit this virtual space also. And so that's why I think that as a community, we can really like approach this space and try to learn on how it's working, because really can be something like very futuristic in my opinion.
Yeah, it's an educational tool. It's another way to raise awareness, and certainly engagement is, and experience is the most powerful way for humans to learn.
Great. I see Dr. Bolaziru that you also interact. Thank you very much for sharing. I don't know if you want to say a few words. Dr. Bolaziru is also in our, say, advisor committee. So,
Yeah, Domenico. Yeah, actually, I've had some discussion with Nora before, and I'm looking forward to see how this thing can be done in Nigeria, and that's why I'm supposed to fill a form which I couldn't fill. So I'm sending my email now so that Nora can send mail to me later. I want to see have an in-depth knowledge of how this thing could be replicated. I mean, done in Nigeria.
amazing, amazing. Thank you very much for sharing.
You're welcome.
Okay. So, as also my colleagues say, we know that for some time zones is a little bit late. So, I don't know. Let's make last round eventually of interaction. If there are some comments or questions that you want to share, even though I share also the link to YouTube, we were live into this session into the YouTube of Climate Social Forum. We will share the recording also to the network, to the participant, to you, so you can really share wherever. Because as I said, this was a launch, so an opening of new frontiers or new initiatives and so on and so forth. So don't hesitate to I can say disseminate also these initiatives. And so I don't know if there are other questions. Also, Moran, Nora, if you want to say some closing words.
I'll leave it to Nora to close, but I just want to say that we represent many more people and many more organizations under the auspices of Climate Social Forum and be at least, and there are people on the call who are some of those, Water Unity Networks, Lonix, Dream Tanking, and Joan with your gardens. I forgot the name of the gardens, and beyond. So, yeah, and you mentioned Caring for the Future, and there's many others. These are just networks of networks, and how we can basically link arms and initiatives and it all adds up drop by drop to actually making the world a better place together. So, no one's ever been here before. It's new horizons, but having the courage to do it together, I think, helps to get more people to get hands on deck. Thank you very much. Good job to everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for continuing to weave all of us together. So I'm so excited to see how this could implement into these city labs and actions. So I'm looking forward to continuing with you this week. Sending lots of love.
Thank you, Nora. If you want to say a few words.
Yes, thank you all for your patience and your interest. And, I hope we can all clean Earth together and make good history happen together. And excuse the messenger. The messenger is human as well. But otherwise, the idea is good. And we have the tool. Trash is the tool. It's everywhere. If we don't use it as a tool, it's even worse than it already is, basically. And yes, I see Dr. Bola, he put the thumbs up. I will email him and because he put his email. And yeah, I'm here. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you to everyone.
Love you, Nora.
Thank you. Love you to love everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Ciao.
And see you to the next appointment. Just tell you that we are gonna make a calendar of events, considering also the Earth Day, Water Day, and so on and so forth. We are trying to design for each one of these special day something to do and something to promote. But let's keep connected, and thank you very much for your participation. Group photo. Yes. You're right. Wait. Just 1 second. Last second. Open your camera, and we will make a group photo. Nice idea. Thank you, Sol. Leads, Dr. Bolazino. Garbin, please, if you open your camera, we can make a photo. Just for 1 second, we'll just make a photo.
I'm in a dark room here. It's very late here. It's 12
As you
midnight.
can, as you can.
It's about 1 a.m.
Okay, 1, 2. Are you there? 1, 2, 3. Yes, Milo. Yes. That's a good. Okay. Yes, 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 yes. Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to everyone. Bye to all.
Ciao, ci
Ciao, ciao.
parliamo
Bye,
presto.
everyone.
Ci
Nice.
parliamo presto. Grande Heidi. Thank you for the Italian. Bye, bye, bye. Ciao,
Il
ciao.
mio papà è nato a Calabria.
Kupari.
Me too, Calabria. My lord.
Dov'è in Calabria?
In provincia di Cosenza, like near Cosenza.
Vicino di Vibo Valencia.
Ok, I know.
yeah.
I know.
E Tropea, una piccola città che si chiama Panaia.
Okay, great. I will say, as we say in Italian, ciao paisa.
Ciao, paesano.
Thank you very much. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye, bye.